All right, this is a daily chart of BBRY. I've been getting a lot of questions, about Apple, BlackBerry, Microsoft, and Google. So I had an idea, or I've been seeing a lot of talk about these companies. So I got this idea, and I just wanted to explain a couple of facts. I've always said before that BlackBerry is more of a trading stock and not much of an investment stock on a long-term basis. And how can I, how do we simply show this, illustrate this by fact? Okay. So last earnings, the stock closed at around $9, and between those last earnings to the close of today, the stock's only up 50 cents, right? Last earnings, the new earnings that we had was this day here, which we closed up at 10.26, and the stock is down, right? So, and another easy point to make a point here is, if you take a look at this exponential moving average low of 80, we're below it again. Now this is important because I want to show something. I want to prove. You can see how this stock has gone above it, below it, above it. It's kind of like chopping the stock up, down, making some directional moves, right? But the stock is not going anywhere, and this moving average is showing that, right? I mean, back in January, the stock was in this, it was even at 1078 in January, right? So let's take a look at Apple, people. Now, I'm going to look at Microsoft as well, doing really good. AAPL. This is just a statistical fact, people. So, in January, this stock was $77, and now it's trading at 99. Now you tell me, what's going on here? As a long-term investor, those people have made a lot of money right now. You're holding Apple from January, you're up substantially, right? This was last earnings, 81. The stock is, as you can see, is in a strong uptrend. Now remember this blue line I'm talking about, this exponential moving average low, just an example. It perfectly illustrates how we're still remaining in an uptrend. And all the people who are negative just are guessing game again. There is no way to know until we really violate this line. We haven't violated this line in months, May, June, July, August, so there's no violation, and the stock is still strong. It's practically new highs. Let's take a look at the weekly, people, right? This is just facts. So people who talk, they just don't know what they're talking about. They're really ignorant idiots. Okay, so the new high, as anything above 175, the stock is practically close to the new, is still in the new highs of our, close to the highs of before, right? Now let's take a look at BlackBerry, BBRY, right? As you can see, we are, we're below this average on even the weekly chart, and so there you go. Let's go to daily here. So there you have it. This stock theoretically, it's just chopping around. So it's not really a good long-term investment. And then one of the superstars, Msft. I've made a video before. I've explained this to the BlackBerry board before. But let's look at Microsoft. Do you want to know? Isn't it amazing that if you were to go back in let's see here. So January of this year, the stock was at 35. It's at now 45, and this is actually new highs. As you can see, Microsoft is steadily rising, is in a strong uptrend. Okay, just based on this particular moving average that I look at. And if we look at the weekly chart, you understand, people? New highs. This is a stock that's making money. And then we'll take a look at Google, G-O-O-G. Not doing so bad, but as you can see, it's violating this particular moving average, and we could go back up into new highs of stock, but it's the clear winners still are. If you look at this particular moving average that I look at, we broke below, we come above, try to break a low, we're supporting here, we broke below. This is kind of like a good indication of this trend of the overall trend strength. So let's go back to Aapl. Very strong. Microsoft, Msft. The funny thing is Microsoft and Apple are the strongest in the tech world right now, theoretically by the charts. And Microsoft, hasn't even launched everything that some of their ideas, and they have money. I mean, this is a powerful company. Even though they screw up a lot, they still are very relevant in the marketplace. And they're investing big money into the smartphone market to try to get even 10% of the market. So anyways, that's fundamental things. So there you have it, people. I mean, without me getting into fundamentals, I mean, when it comes to the charts, the market is saying Apple and Microsoft are the clear winners right now. Even in this market, as the market's been weak, if I put up the SPY, right, and if you want to even gauge to the SPY, you can see that Apple's a lot stronger than the actual market. That's why I tell people that if Apple was to collapse, so will the whole market. Look at it. We get below it. It's not as strong. Apple has not violated this particular line, which is a strong indication of an uptrend at all. Even though we can violate it and break above it, what I'm getting at is that is the proof. It's not me making things up or whatever. It's just analysis and my way of looking at things. As you can see, very strong Apple, very strong. This pullbacks is just setting up, in my opinion, for higher prices. How long it takes, it's up to the market. It could take a week or two, but this will be seeing higher prices. Think about it. The market is weak. Let's put up the QQQs, right? QQQ. I mean, even the Qs aren't as strong as Apple right now. So what I'm getting at is pretty simple. Apple is a great market indicator. If it collapses, the market collapses along with it. It's just being a fact throughout the year because it's one of the strongest money-making stocks out there. That's a fact. And a lot of stuff is really hyped up more. Apple makes a lot of money. People lining up to buy phones. It's insane, right? I mean, they're camping up, sleeping. They're not doing that for other companies. So that's a fundamental fact. But the charts speak for themselves. AAPL, right? It speaks for themselves. And then you got a billionaire in here that has $4 billion of his own money in here. I mean, he ain't no dummy. He isn't investing that kind of money in BlackBerry. So anyways, there you have it, a true example. But can you make money in all these stocks? Of course. I mean, as I said, Apple has been a long-term investment. I've been in it long-term since here. No matter what happens, I'm making money. But I can assure you, I know this for a statistical fact, BBRY, there's a lot of people still in the red as long-term investors in BlackBerry. Because the stock is still down right now. If we scroll down and really look at reality, this was earnings back in 2013. The stock was trading at 14. Where are we trading right now? 947, right? In 2013, in June. And if you even take Apple and take the same time period, right? It's made comeback. Like we take June 2013, the stock was at $63, right? Do you follow what I'm getting at? Let's go back to BlackBerry, BBRY. This is an education of fact. So the people who start talking ridiculous things, what's going on here? Look at this again. Just look for yourself. June 2013, BlackBerry 14, 13 area, 9 today. 1 year later, let's go to Microsoft, Msft. Let's go 2013 June, $35, $34, $45. What's that telling you? During this market rally, Microsoft has done very well, went into new highs. Apple has done very well, went into new highs. And I think even Google as well. I'm not sure if Google's done as well. Goog. It's just a simple way to look at things to answer some people's questions here. Yeah, even Google is up significantly from 2013. The bottom of the barrel right now is still BlackBerry. Can you make money in BlackBerry? Like I said, is it trading stock? Yeah, sure you can. But as a long-term investor, Those people who've been long-term investors in here have lost money. The stock hasn't gone. If someone was to be holding, just holding Apple, just holding Google, just holding Microsoft from June 2013 compared to BlackBerry, they're up. Well, if the people still holding BlackBerry as a long-term investor are down. Thanks for listening. Like the video.